Welcome to the Bellevue College Writing Lab workshop on research questions. This is part 5, the last part in our series. In this video, we will talk about the next steps after you've settled on your research question. As you embark on the research process, you can use your research question to identify relevant keywords to aid in your search. Here you can see one of our earlier sample research questions. How can internships be made accessible for job seekers who have no other financial support? The first column pulls keywords straight from the research question: internships, job seekers, accessibility, and financial aid. The second and third columns expand on those keywords by brainstorming similar words and terms. A few things to consider during the research process are, first, to be open to what you might find in your research. Remember that you don't know the answer to your question yet, and it's possible that your answer will not turn out the way you thought it would. If you're finding exactly what you expected to find, perhaps you haven't consulted enough sources or consulted enough different types of sources. Perhaps your research question was too simple, and there's an opportunity here for you to go back and add some complexity. You'll want to make sure you start your research with a working knowledge of your topic, which means you should be able to speak freely about your topic for at least 2 minutes. Consider this who cares and so what questions. Think about not only why this topic matters to you and the identified stakeholders, but also why it should matter to others. As you find more information about your topic, you can start to think about turning your question into a thesis statement. First, consider your assignment guidelines. Is this an argumentative paper or an analytical paper? An argumentative paper requires a thesis statement that takes a position and tries to persuade the reader of this position. The thesis statement for an analytical paper may be debatable, but it doesn't try to persuade the reader. It's more exploratory, and the writer's goal is to offer critical analysis and interpretation of their sources. Here's an example of how a research question can turn into a thesis statement. How can internships be made accessible for job seekers who have no other financial support? Turns into, colleges should offer financial support to increase equity around internship opportunities for students. In the description of this video, we've included some additional resources for writing a research question. One of these links will take you to the Bellevue College Library Media Center Ask a Librarian page, which is available to you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. The librarians at Bellevue College are very knowledgeable about helping you to start your research process. For more help with research questions, please drop in to see one of the Writing Lab tutors. Our hours are listed here.